Hey everyone, Miss Dempsey here. This is a lap guide for Autopolis with the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. Let's get this started. For this first turn, use the orange tip on the wall hanging out just after the 100-meter sign as your braking point. Brake as much as you can in a straight line, and when you start to turn, you'll trail brake for a bit and then just let the car cruise. Then when you hit the apex, you can gradually start to apply the throttle. Don't forget that this car is a front wheel drive, so it will understeer under any braking or throttle input. Then brake when you reach the path that is on the left, and you'll trail brake for a bit through here. Let the car cruise for a moment to get the car to rotate a bit more. Then control your throttle throughout these turns here while staying on third gear, and then start to brake before the curb on the right ends. Here, you will let the car get as close to the curb, the inside curb as you can, while letting the car cruise, and then gently apply the throttle. Then as you make your left-handed turn, you'll ease off the throttle, and you can start to apply more throttle when your car is starting to point towards the official stand on the other side of the track. You still want to be a bit careful with your throttle input so you don't end up understeering into the grass. Then look for the second left arrow sign on your right, as that will be your braking point. You'll barely do any trail braking through here, but when you're about to hit the apex, start to apply a little bit of throttle and try to be careful with how much throttle you put in at once so you don't end up hitting the rev limiter. Then you'll start to brake before you reach the 50-meter mark on the left, and you'll trail brake quite a bit and also let the car cruise for a moment to get the car to rotate just a little bit more. Then these next turns are also all about throttle control, so you just want to be careful with how much throttle you input. Try to stay as close to the curbs as you can, and then you'll brake as you approach this right-hander right here, and you want to stay close towards the right side of the track. And once you're pointing towards this next apex right over here is when you start to fully accelerate, and then do some more throttle control just for a bit more, and then you start to fully accelerate. And when the curb on the left starts, you'll brake for a moment and try to bring yourself to the inside of this turn over here, just controlling your throttle. And when your car is starting to point towards the start finish line up ahead, that is when you can start to fully accelerate and you are good to go.